This is the Comica VM30 wireless shotgun microphone. This is the first ever wireless shotgun microphone that comes with a bunch of advanced audio features. It's designed to be used with any device you have, whether that's a smartphone, a camera, or even your computer. I've been using this mic for the past 30 days for all different projects, both outdoors, indoors, and studio work. And today I'll be walking you through the pros and cons of this microphone and whether it deserves a spot in your camera bag. Full disclosure, Comica did send me this microphone for the purposes of this review, but they have no final say in the final video, and I do intend to complete my full unfiltered review. So what makes the Comica VM30 so special? First off, it has an internal battery. If you've ever used like the Rode VideoMic Pro, I always hated having to carry these stupid AA batteries just to use the microphone. And the battery life on this thing is really impressive. When using it in this wireless form, it lasts roughly 7 hours, but if you're using it as an on-camera shotgun microphone in wired mode, it can last up to 50 hours on a single charge. It has an auto power on and off feature when connected wired. So you always know the microphone's going to be on when your camera is on, and you'll be saving battery when your camera goes off. This microphone is USB-C rechargeable, which is great because most of my devices now are USB-C, like my iPhone, even my camera, and some of my lights. You'll be listening to audio directly from this microphone throughout the whole video, but as you can already tell, the audio quality is really good. It records in 48 kilohertz and 24-bit, so you actually get a little bit higher audio quality from standard 16-bit microphones out there. It captures audio using a standard supercardioid audio pattern, which just means it captures most of the audio from the front while rejecting a lot of audio from the sides of the microphone. Here's a quick test for you to see. This is how the audio sounds when speaking directly to it with the wind muff on it. This is how the audio sounds when speaking to the side of the microphone with the wind muff on it. And this is what the audio sounds like when speaking directly behind the microphone with the wind muff on it. And that's not all. You can customize the audio quality of the microphone with a few of the features directly on the body of it. It comes with a 75 kilohertz low cut filter, which means that anything below 75 kilohertz is actually going to be removed from the audio recording. This is typically for like the humming of a refrigerator, some AC sounds, or some rumbling, things of the lower frequencies that can enter in the background of your video. I'll typically turn on the low cut filter, especially in instances like this where I'm trying to capture audio of someone speaking. And then you have a 150 kilohertz high cut filter, which just removes sort of the higher end frequencies so that things don't sound too sharp or bright in that end. Lastly, you also get the ability to boost the high frequencies, which actually can improve a little bit of the clarity and help capture someone's voice just a little bit better. Here's how the audio sounds with none of the filters on and just the wind muff on the microphone. Here's how the audio sounds with the 75 low cut filter on and just the wind muff on the microphone. Here's how the audio sounds with the high frequency cut filter on and the wind muff on the microphone. And lastly, here's how the audio sounds with the high frequency boost on and the wind muff on the microphone. Personally, I'm usually using the low cut filter or the high frequency boost filter when capturing someone like this in an interview setting. You also get the ability to add a safety channel when using this microphone. By simply holding the safety button on the microphone, you'll allow a second track to record at -6 decibels, which should help avoid any clipping in your audio recordings. One of my favorite features of this microphone is definitely the stepless gain dial on the back of the microphone. This knob goes all the way from 0 to 10 and allows you to manually adjust the gain of the microphone in real time. This is especially useful because when you adjust the gain on your camera, the preamps in your camera aren't very good, and so you can typically introduce a lot more noise in those lower and higher frequencies. But by being able to adjust the gain directly on the microphone, you take advantage of the microphone's preamp and you don't introduce those little noise in the low and high ends, meaning you get a much cleaner audio experience. And in a run and gun situation, You don't want to be constantly adjusting the volume on the back of the camera. It also is very slow and annoying to do. But if you're seeing changes or if something gets loud or quiet, you can quickly adjust the dial on the back here like I am now, and you'll be able to get the volume to the levels you need them to. This was one of the biggest reasons I even picked up my Rode VideoMic NTG in the first place, was for that gain knob. And the fact that this microphone has it at a much more affordable price is amazing. But more on that later. The big standout feature of this microphone, of course, is its wireless mode. This is the first ever wireless shotgun mic in the marketplace. So you can use this mic with the wire directly plugged into the body, or in this mode, which you just simply hold the wireless mode and make sure you have your receiver on. And those two will automatically pair up, and you can move around and have this microphone free and not attached to your camera. This is especially useful if you use any sort of boom arm setup, or if you have like a desk microphone setup. You don't need some sort of long XLR, or in this case TRSS cable, going from the microphone to your computer or camera. Instead, you just have the receiver on your device that you're recording to, and then you can put the microphone anywhere within its desired range. So what is the range of this thing? Comica says in open spaces where there's no like obstructions, like you got clear line of sight between the receiver and the microphone, this thing can reach about 300 feet without any interruptions. But in a more cluttered, sort of obstructed environment, you're going to get closer to only 60 feet of range, which is still incredibly a lot of range. If you're shooting farther than that, you must be using some insane telephoto lens, because that is a great distance to have away from the microphone and your camera. Lastly, the Comica VM30 comes with a bunch of accessories and even its own carrying case. You get a nice hard shell-like carrying case with some foam inserts already, with all the accessories placed inside for you. The accessories include all the different cables for connecting to your camera, your smartphone, or even your computer. You get the wireless receiver as well as the microphone. And you get the shock mount and the microphone holder if you're using it for like a traditional mic stand or even a boom arm. And it comes with a wind muff and a dead cat, so you can actually take this outside and actually prevent the wind from completely ruining the audio that this thing can capture. So you get everything you need to take a full advantage of this microphone in the kit included. And the best part, it's super affordable. You'll be getting all of these accessories as well as the amazing features of this microphone for just $170. And that's a lot more affordable than comparable microphones in the marketplace. Take my Rode VideoMic NTG, for example. That thing costs $250, and you're only getting the microphone with the shock mount and the TRSS cable. So that's not including any of the bonus accessories like the dead cat, the different mounting options, or even the carrying case. And if we look at even a more premium option that's very similar to this microphone, the Sennheiser MKE600, that's like $300-ish, and that's just for the microphone and a carrying case alone. So the Comica VM30 is a great deal, especially with all the things you're getting included with it. So how does it perform? You've been listening to the Comica VM30 this whole video, but let's do a side-by-side comparison when it's on my camera about 3 feet away and compared to my $250 Rode VideoMic NTG. This is an audio test of the Rode VideoMic NTG mounted on my camera, which is about 3 feet away from me. The microphone's gain is set to the highest and the gain is set to the lowest on the camera. Let me know what you think of the audio of this microphone. This is an audio test of the Comica VM30 microphone mounted on my camera, which is about 3 feet away. The gain is set to the highest on the microphone and the lowest on my camera. How's it sound? And just to give you guys another test on how this mic performs, here's how it sounds like an outdoor situation. And it's mildly windy. It was actually much windier when I was setting up, but it seems to have stopped now. But yeah, how does it sound here? And now here's how the mic sounds outside with some wind, but with the little wind muff on the microphone. Does it sound good? Does it sound bad? Let me know what you think. And lastly, here's how the microphone sounds with the dead muff on, the dead cat on, and outside There's actually a helicopter flying not too far. It's just a plane, but yeah, does it have a lot of noise? Let me know what you think. Okay, enough of what's so great about the microphone. Let's talk about what's not so great. And the biggest qualm I have with the Comica VM30 is not the microphone itself, it's the shock mount they give you. This shock mount has fallen off of my camera so many times. No matter what I do, I can't quite get it to fully tighten. It seems like the little screw that you use to tighten the shock mount to the hot shoe adapter on your camera or your camera cage, it doesn't go all the way. And if you push past its tightening point, it just re-loosens and gets sort of angled in an odd way that it doesn't work properly. And so I've had to learn to tighten it just enough where it's firmly seated in the hot shoe, but it's not too tight where it breaks off of the hinge. But even when I do that, if I'm just walking around with the camera, there's been so many times where the damn thing just falls straight off and the only thing holding onto it is the TRSS cable on my camera. And that's just a disaster waiting to happen. Granted, if you're using it in a more static environment like a talking interview like this, you don't really have to worry about the shock mount too much. But if you do any sort of run and gun shooting, this shock mount is not it. I would highly recommend replacing it immediately to something a lot more sturdy like the one I use for the Rode VideoMic NTG. The other downfall I've noticed with this microphone is that the safety channel isn't that good. -6 decibels is a decent amount of volume difference, but I'm so used to the Rode VideoMic NTG's -20 decibels, and that has come in clutch many times. I do a lot of event work, and there's times where you're recording some event happening, and then all of a sudden the crowd cheers, and you're just gonna get a ton of clipping audio. But that -20 decibel safety channel has saved me a ton, whereas the Comica's -6 decibel safety channel hasn't really saved me that much. Granted, I haven't had like loud crowds like I did in some of the Rode examples. So it's definitely good, but it's not as strong as I think it should be, especially if you want like a true safety channel. But other than that, this microphone has honestly been a joy to use. I'm really impressed with its audio quality. I love all the accessories and features it comes with. And the fact that I can use this thing wirelessly is a lot of fun and makes it really versatile if you use a boom setup. This is an incredible value for $170. If I was going to get a microphone all over again, I would definitely get the VM30 and change the shock mount. But otherwise, I'd be saving a lot more money than I did when I got the Rode VideoMic NTG for $250, like, I don't know, 2-3 years ago now. But what are your thoughts on the Comica VM30 wireless shotgun microphone? Let me know in the comment section below. If you like gear review videos just like this, you can check out my full playlist here. Thank you so much for watching all the way until the end. I appreciate every single one of you who do, and I'll see you in that next video. Peace.